Hello, I'm Bernie and welcome to this short chat. I've been considering putting this short chat together for a few months now, since April 2024. And today, which is the 4th of October 2024, today was the day that I felt to put this chat together and to share it. It's partly been prompted by a friend whose father passed away. It's partly been prompted by a client going through a lot of upheaval in her life and at a later stage in her life. And finding it difficult to get back up, to have that resilience to get back up. But it's also been prompted by the floods and Hurricane Helene in Florida. A friend of mine, an online friend, I have done some art classes with her online. Her studio was washed away in the floods. All her amazing artwork, painting, very soulful, heartfelt work, very much soul and heart-based painting. A lot of watercolours and flow and a lot of nature brought into it, washed away. Her art, her paintings, her paint, her brushes, so many memories. And that's only one of the many stories that would be coming out of that area. So sending support and love to those affected in the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene, but also to other areas in the world going through a lot of conflict. So sending love, sending peace, sending peace, sending peace, sending peace. So how does this relate to Wayne Dyer? So in 2010, I went with two friends to Sydney. It was on a Sunday, August the 22nd, I think it was, to the Darling Harbour Convention and Exhibition Centre. So that was 2010, and just sadly, Wayne Dyer passed in 2015. Wayne Dyer's was the amazing author and inspirational speaker of many concepts, ideas, words of wisdom related to self-development and spiritual growth, with over 40 books, and was on TV and radio. So I went to Sydney with these two friends to listen to this seminar. I've had a few guides in my life and still do. Wayne is one of them. In the afternoon, after listening to his seminar in the morning, and then we stopped for lunch, and then we came back early afternoon to listen to more of the seminar, there was an afternoon break, and it was around half an hour, 45 minutes. And it was for book signing. So I bought two books, but this was one of them. So Dr. Wayne Dyer, 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace. Amazing little book. Like 10 pillars of wisdom to help you get through life. So I went with one of my friends to where Wayne was doing the book signing. It was a little bit of a walk. When I got there, it was a large open space. very crowded, very crowded. I remember holding my book with me as I sort of approached the crowd, thinking, this won't happen. I remember thinking, this won't happen. But I can still remember it. With each step that I took, the path ahead of me cleared. And I just moved forward. Then the path cleared and I moved forward and the path cleared. I remember my friend was holding onto the corner of my shirt. She didn't want to get lost in the sea of people. And then all of a sudden there was Wayne in front of me. Just him, just looking at him. I couldn't see anyone else. It was almost like everyone else had just, disappeared. And there was just Wayne in front of me. Yes, he smiled, but his eyes smiled. I remember there was such a warmth and an acceptance. It's like he just saw me exactly how I was, accepted me just exactly how I was in that moment. Something that I'll never ever forget. It was a very tangible acceptance. Even now, making me feel a little bit emotional. Even though I had his book, it ended up to be not why I went or needed to be seeing him, because I never got the book signed. Believe it or not, I never got it signed. It's like the book didn't matter anymore. What mattered was me following, in a way, this guidance to just keep walking forward through this crowd, following this inner guidance to just keep one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward. And the purpose of me then meeting Wayne wasn't to have the book signed. It was to hear what he had to say. It was a short chat, but a chat that I've never forgotten. His words, they touched my heart. They have steered me for me to be where I am now, to do what I do, to offer what I offer. Without sharing his exact words, because for me they're between Wayne and I, but reframing his words, he asked me to treasure what was within me. He asked me to treasure my divinity, my connection with all that is, my connection to spirit. And it's not just a message for myself, it's a message that I feel I hopefully do, I try, but that I do share with others, to treasure what is within them and for them to hold on to the connection that they have with spirit, to the divine. With the floods that are happening, the terrible devastation in Florida and the other counties, the other states in America with Hurricane Helene, with the conflict that's going on in the world, with a client this morning that was having trouble finding the resilience to get back up, with a friend who had lost her father, with my friend who had lost her art studio. It's so important for us to treasure what matters to us within us, which is protecting our heart space, to maintain that connection with ourselves, which is very much honouring our feelings, honouring our emotions, little by little allowing them to be expressed in healthy ways. It's about maintaining that connection with self, which is not through avoidance, but maintaining that connection with self, listening to self, honouring self, and also maintaining that connection with spirit. It's about, and this is another message from Wayne as well, slowing down, being still, and in that moment, connecting. It's those scattering those mindful moments through your day so that that is what matters, that how you are feeling on the inside. It's being gentle with self, non-judgmental of self, so that you can more so treasure your heart, what is within you. So for anyone who's going through it at the moment, or it can be just feeling unsettled. I know we had a new moon yesterday, and although it's not a full moon, it's a new moon, but it is a solar eclipse. And emotions may be coming up for you, for others around you. We're also moving into continuing with an eclipse season, which is bringing something up for releasing, for cleansing, for letting go of. This can be more so around the full moon on the 17th of October. As you know, we can't control what necessarily most of it goes on outside of us. But it is so important to honour, to value, to treasure your heart, who you are, what matters to you, your passions, your feelings, your emotions. One of why the words of Wayne really touched me was that even though maybe at times I didn't feel others were seeing me, hearing me, it was my job to hear me, see me. And that's me treasuring my heart and honouring the divinity that I have with spirit. So it's an inside job. It's an inside job. So hope that has, for those that this chat resonated with, hope it has brought a little bit of, could be comfort, or it could be a prompt, a nudge, a reminder for you to, it could be to maintain those healthy boundaries, to stick to and maintain, to plan or put together a self-care plan that honours you, protects you, feeds you, nourishes you, soothes you. So all the best moving forward. As I spoke in a previous chat, the next approximately 2.5 years up until and including 2027 is quite a time for us. It's almost like wash cycle. I've heard this before, wash cycle. And the other chat was referencing revolving door. So we wherever we're at, we enter into a space and things happen. We respond, we react, our vibration shifts, which then determines what door, what opening, what portal, where we go, what energetic flow we're on, whatever our frequency is. We then go to the next revolving door space. So it's important for us to also have a sense of detachment as well. It's not avoidance, but it's detachment, just to sort of pull back and to see whatever's going on from a higher perspective and trust that we are being supported by spirit, and whatever's coming up in the world, and there's a lot of yuck coming up at the moment. For me, the intention is for clearing. It can be for accountability for some, clearing, and truth and honesty coming out. So, wishing you well. And if you are going through a challenging time, sending you healing, sending you peace, sending you strength. Thank you. Bye.